For years, people have asked, when will XRP finally move? Many gave up, thinking the big moment already passed. But according to Professor William Liebenberg, 5 major catalysts are quietly aligning right now, each one strong enough to push XRP into a completely new era. When combined, they don't just lift the price, they rewrite the entire purpose of money itself. Setting the stage. Worst case, still explosive. Prof reminds us that these numbers are not the dream scenario. They are the lowest possible outcomes, based on real math, utility, and conservative modeling. Even if every assumption here turns out to be only half correct, the results would still be life-changing for XRP holders worldwide. Catalyst 1. XRP ETF approval. In November 2025, a single approved exchange-traded fund could allow institutional money to legally hold XRP. When Bitcoin received its ETF, its price rose roughly 70% within 3 months. If XRP followed that same conservative path, it could climb from $2.50 to between $4 and $5. The first regulated gateway is always the spark that ignites trust. Catalyst 2. Swift ISO 2022 integration. By 22 November 2025, Swift's global payment system begins full ISO 2200 migration. If XRP handles even 0.5% to 1% of Swift's $5 trillion daily flow, that's $25 to $50 billion per day in real transaction demand. With normal liquidity turnover of 3 to 5 times daily, XRP could logically balance between $7 and $18. Catalyst 3. The Clarity Act. When the Clarity Act is signed in late December 2025, XRP will gain official recognition as a regulated utility token. U.S. banks can finally use it without fear. That single signature removes the biggest barrier holding it back. Legal certainty reduces risk, and historically, that alone can multiply an asset's valuation. Range: $15 to $30 plus. Catalyst 4. Ripple banking license. In the first quarter of 2026, Ripple is expected to receive a banking license, allowing it to directly hold fiat accounts, manage CBDCs, and settle through XRP as a regulated institution. That institutional trust could raise valuations to $25 to $50 or higher. At this point, XRP stops being crypto. It becomes the infrastructure. Catalyst 5. BRICS Pay adoption. By the second quarter of 2026, BRICS Pay may officially adopt XRP as its bridge currency. The block's annual trade sits around $1 to $1.5 trillion, or $3 to $4 billion per day. Though smaller than SWIFT, it gives XRP geopolitical reach, a neutral connector between East and West. Under that model, XRP could reach $50 to $100 per token. Realistic model, even tiny adoption is transformative. Prof's conservative scenario assumes only 0.5% of SWIFT volume, partial BRICS usage, a liquidity turnover of 3 to 4 times daily, and disciplined escrow releases. Yet even with those limits, the shift from speculation to global settlement is already visible. The big picture. When everything connects. Now imagine a 10% share of SWIFT or full BRICS integration. That level of liquidity would demand multi-trillion-dollar settlements, mathematically supporting 4-digit valuations per XRP. It sounds impossible until you remember how every great financial reset in history began, 1% at a time. If all 5 events unfold, XRP won't just be another token. It will be a regulated global settlement bridge, the quiet backbone of the world's new value system. Prof says the transition is already in motion. The question is whether you'll recognize it before it's obvious. Hold the line, stay informed, and share your view below. How high do you believe XRP can realistically go?